that. Oh my God, that's our stuff.
Although Bad Girls Club was being perceived as entertainment, all good things must come to an end. That's exactly what happened in this era. In this part, we look at the final seasons of Bad Girls Club from seasons 11 through 17, and we talk about what ultimately led to the cancellation of this series. Welcome to the falling off era.
So after BGC 10, for some reason they decided to go back to Miami's, and that's how we got to season 11. And I feel like as we enter season 11, we're entering a new era of BGC, and I feel like this is the decline era. Of course, we had girls like Tiana, Mylene, Sarah, Gigi, Stephanie, Teresa, Jazz Monet.
Now, here's the thing. Technically speaking, Gigi is a replacement. Gigi was brought in after one of the originals, Tess.
Like girl on the track, murking them lyrics. Whole team wanna hit, but can't come near.
Yeah, Tess left the show after a couple hours of being there. She said it wasn't for her, but she did get into an argument with Sarah because she didn't like how Sarah was calling her a gothic girl upon meeting her.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just still struck on the whole gothic thing. I just don't see where that came from. I don't understand what's wrong with the word, though. I mean, really it's like, when I think gothic, I think cutting people. You know what I'm saying? No, I think cutting like I'm thinking, right. It's just misunderstandings. I'm sorry if I offended you. I'm like me like that. I didn't know it was offensive what I said, which is why I explained myself. That's like, and then I apologized to her. To keep it all the way G, that's like me looking at you and being like, I explained it to her why I told you earlier. I ain't got to argue with you. That's what I'm not gonna do.
So after that situation, Tess was just like, I ain't feeling this, babe. I'm thinking about it here, and that's when she left.
What's up?
Do you like them?
No, Mom. You know what I'm saying? You're tapped. This is jail right now. You're tapped like a mother.
Where are you at now?
Talking on the phone with you.
In a mansion?
Yeah, whatever.
Just
What? Mom,
wait.
Like real. This is not what it looks like. Off top, like it's really not.
Just you be quiet. Is cameras on you right now?
Yeah, it's jail. This ain't about quitting. Like it's not. I'm telling you, it's not what it is. Like, and when
Just give it a chance.
Mom, this ain't, man, no. I don't feel comfortable here. Do you get what I'm saying? You got 8 hangers, okay? You know what I'm saying? There's 1 shower, there's 2 bathrooms with a curtain, no mirrors. And man, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's no privacy. You hear me? It's no mother privacy. I'm good off this. When I got someone at home that's willing to take care of me and wife me and, you know what I'm saying? This ain't me. You know what I'm saying? If I had my own TV show, hell yeah, I'd probably love it. You know, but this ain't fun. This is me not being comfortable.
Right after Tess left, Gigi was brought in. And because of the fact that Gigi was just brought in so early and Tess was done with the show and wouldn't do her photo shoot, Gigi is technically the first replacement to actually be credited on the official final cast photo shoot promo. Ooh, that's a lot. Speaking of cast members, let's talk about Miss Mylene. Mylene was basically in the headlines for being Justin Bieber's side chick, and this is when Justin Bieber was dating Selena Gomez.
If you don't know, I'm all over the media. There's a lot going on in the media.
Yeah, the headlines was there. Let her tell it she the one who broke them up. Oh yeah, she used to tell all her business. She used to be like, oh, I slept with Rob Kardashian and Dwight Howard has me blocked. But I mean, she was cool with Natalie Nunn prior to be on this show. And you know, birds of a feather flock together. Natalie even had to call that girl and tell her to calm down because she was jumping into fights. But let me just catch you up to speed, because at this point, Sarah is public enemy number 1. And this is how we kind of get introduced to the trend of the season, the wolf pack as they call it. They would just all be fighting together. If one person is swinging, next thing we know, we see the other person and the other person involved jumping and swinging as well. So the first time Sarah was getting jumped and she was fighting the whole house, and Mylene just happened to jump into that and was pulling out her real hair.
Push you, so if I push you, how you push Gigi, so if I push you, like
And so many people went home, they had 6 replacements. And everybody thought because of the fact they had 6 replacements, this is gonna be such a breakout, standout season. But quality is better than quantity. They had 6 girls come in to produce a whole different season, but it was just straight up mess. From Janelle getting sent home. Janelle said she was out running errands and productions told her, yeah, you going home today. She was like, huh? While she's out running errands, they knew they was back home at the house tearing that girl's stuff up.
Plus, they've been jumping on and bullying. I could say bullying, we're after season 10 now. But they just been bullying that girl, pouring water on her, doing the most because they were just intimidated and jealous by her. At least from the viewer standpoint, because that's what it seemed like, especially after that 30 inches comment.
Keep on getting hair clipped. I want to get hit with your hair all the time. It's 30 inches. I know, so be careful. I mean, if you're 30 inches in the way, then it'll happen.
They was just doing the most with Janelle, but she did end up having to leave after an altercation with Tiana and Jasmine. She was just, I'm finna just get up out of here.
When Shanae got jumped, Shanae's friends was outside and they said productions would not let her friends in the house, and they could literally hear her in the house like altercation coming out. The friends just like, what is going on? Haley got jumped.
And you want to lie about it? I don't want to sleep with her.
By the time Haley got jumped and they fined them the $500 for real.
Side note, to add context, they get a $500 allowance a week to be on the Bad Girls Club. I mean, the house pretty much had everything, but it was like, if you wanted some groceries or some other stuff, your $500 goes towards that. But because of all of them jumping Haley, they got fined.
Last night went way beyond. Way beyond. Everyone jumped it. Everyone jumped her. Like, that was like brutal. That is not acceptable at all. We're not here to beat people's faces in. You guys had a problem, you were dealing with it. But you need other people to jump in. This is serious. This can't happen again. Okay, we're finding you. Yeah.
How much is we getting fined?
You'll find out.
Oh, brother.
You can't be upset at us for you guys all jumping one girl.
Do you want to go, Tiana? Do you have a problem with this? Do you want to leave? I'm over with this conversation. I don't need to hear it no more. I'm going, man. I want to go home too.
But I just feel like they just did that to save face because, like, them girls been jumping all season and yet y'all ain't send none of them home, but you want to find them. Oh, interesting. Now, Tanisha did come back and host a reunion per usual, but this is when I started seeing people like not really being a fan of her reunion hosting work. Because I remember her trying to jump in, well, not necessarily jump in, but break up a fight and trying to stop one of the girls from jumping in. But she ended up pulling Andrea off. And it's like, Andrea don't ever jump in, but you let the people who always jump, Tiana and Jasmine, now you let them just pounce on Janelle. Sidebar, Haley tried to get into it with Sarah. She wanted her little 5 minutes, but I ain't gonna lie, this quote still lives rent-free in my head. I still say it to this day.
Who stole my hair bow? It's on your shirt. Who the are you? Why is she cussing at me? I don't know you. Because you called me a for no damn reason. I say you my friend, it's whatever. I call everybody okay. I know that name. Sit down. Everybody's telling you to sit down. Like, doesn't this belong to you? A little sparkly. There you go. 28 years old, still wearing rhinestones everywhere. Like,
And she look good as if you ask me. Do you know Sarah? Because there was a little bit beef here.
I don't know her. There's no beef. That bitch popped off on me for no reason. This bitch came out here and put on a show for y'all, and everybody loved it. That's what everybody was putting on the motherfucking clock. Bitch, I wasn't calling you no bitch because I was disrespecting you.
I still say that to this day. I ain't gonna lie. When me and my friends would be into it, I'd be like, this came out here and put on a show, and everybody ate it up. But I just want to put that little sidebar in there. But speaking of the BGC 11 reunion, this is the first reunion where we start seeing people not show up because Mylan and Tess, they didn't show up to the reunion. And we thought it was in your contract you had to show up, but this is when we start seeing a trend where at least one season is someone that's missing from the reunion. But let's get back to the video.
Now, I will say, every season they do a photo shoot, but they also film stuff for the new spinoff that was coming out. Sarah, Jasmine, and one more girl filmed a promo video for Bad Girls All-Star Battle, which is gonna be like a challenge game.
Your favorite bad girls are getting ready for battle. Bad Girls All-Star Battle premieres Tuesday, May 21st at 9, 8 Central.
It's a competition series featuring all your past favorite All-Stars, but we're gonna say that for my spinoff video. Now, after season 11, they decide, hey, let's go to season 12. And season 12 was featured in Chicago. That's how we get Low, Slim, Jada, and fun fact, Jada was actually a BGC 11 reject. They aired her in the Making It to the Mansion episode.
I was a fugitive for 7 years. I don't get angry. Per se. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But she got casted for season 12. Then I remember they said, here's Red, because they kept promoting her as the next big girl. I thought that was weird. Because all the fans be like, you know, where the big girl? Why I ain't cast no big girl? So they was like, here Red.
We also had Britt and Blue on this season. They also had an original on here named Lindsay, but it was the same situation as last season with Tess. Lindsay got there and Lindsay was wild, but Lindsay got there. She didn't last long. She left. They ended up bringing in Asia. And even though Asia is one of the replacements, she's still on the official promo as one of the originals. So, same as Gigi.
But one thing BGC did try to introduce this season to save face was the introducing of Laura the Life Coach. Now, if you don't know Laura the Life Coach, I remember Laura. I'm a reality TV junkie. I used to watch that show, Your Cut Off. Laura would take all these girls who so used to being under their rich parents or family members get cut off and thrown into the real world. But Laura was supposed to help them and help coach them and help guide them and try to bring back some of the principles. It's the reason why they did them.
I'll give you a hint though. I think BGC 11 had got so much bad, not only reception from the fan base, but even sponsors was like, okay, what are we doing? What is this show? So Laura had to be brought in as a way like, look, you know, we can low-key get back to our roots. We can low-key get back to our principle. But remember how I said earlier, like lawsuits and just backlash and stuff was a thing? Yeah, just continue to keep that in the back of your mind as I dive deep into these seasons. And now, I don't think Laura necessarily was a bad touch to the season. I just think people were just so used to a certain type of BGC. So when she got there, it was just like, But my girl tried to do the best that she can. Now, it wasn't always easy for her. Yeah, but Laura did try. She had them little like reflection activities, and she had like a family weekend and did like group therapy with them. So yeah, but speaking of that X on that face.
Who put that X on your face? Did you put the X on my face? Did you put the X on my face? Who the did?
Nobody put their X on low face. Production put their X on low face. First of all, if someone had did it, they would have showed it. There was a rumor that Red put the X on her face to start drama, but they would have showed that eventually. The producers trying to produce a moment, they was like, you know what, we're gonna put this X on low face. We know Logan be the one to pop off. They just getting in from the club. She probably gonna be drunk. But yeah, nobody put the X on low face. And I feel like they was trying to stir up a lot of stuff this season because it really, I'm not saying it really wasn't a lot going on, but in this next situation I'm gonna talk about, I think they was just trying to produce moments.
That season also featured who I still to this day say is a production plant, Delilah. Now Delilah came onto the show as a replacement, but she just came in, oh girl, y'all just being so ghetto.
Who is this? What? Don't get crazy. Chill, girl. Don't get crazy. Where's everybody else? Hi. I'm Delilah. Delilah. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, skinny. Hi, Delilah. Nice to meet you. I'm Asia. Nice to meet you. Black don't crack over here. I like the lesbians. You guys been getting ratchet? There's something. She look like the life coach or what? I am actually. I came to give you guys advice about like your problems and stuff. So, you can be nice and show me around. This not the nice girls club. Oh, okay. Look at you getting all ratchet. She's trying to put like a hard like. No, I'll show you that's low. She all in my bubble. I'm gonna let her pay attention. You're gonna hate me like right when you meet me. I don't hate you. I'm just rude, girl. I'm not rude. I'm just keeping it real. Like she not gonna show you around. She's not gonna show you around. I'm like, just show me around. Like you don't have to turn ghetto. Like you know. Like, you about to get all the way right now. If you don't get out of my face, for real, shot. Okay, honey. Please. Stop. No, yeah, you stop. Because you don't even know me.
Because I feel like it wasn't a lot of drama going on at the point. They needed somebody to come in and stir up some type of drama. And they knew by getting somebody on there who was hired to nitpick or just be an actor that it'll go down. They did throw pickle juice on that girl and sent her on her way.
Delilah, you forgot your pickle juice?
But the BGC 12 reunion was heavily edited. It was a lot of stuff that happened. I always say this season features the 8th unofficial official cast member, which was Jonica's girlfriend, Diamond.
Now let me tell you about storytelling, because even though Blue and Asia had this little fling all season, Blue had a girlfriend, which was Diamond, and they really portrayed Asia out to be the side chick. Like when Diamond would come over and spend the night, Asia would be in the other room. So at the reunion, Diamond was there, because like I said, she's the unofficial cast member. But Diamond had to speak up for herself because she felt disrespected, and as she should, because Asia was getting slick at the mouth.
After BGC 12, we get introduced to BGC 13, which was the All-Star season. So BGC 13 was kind of like BGC Redemption. Well, not kind of like, it was BGC Redemption. Their plan was to take all these girls who was on the show, maybe had like a bad edit, bad light, or just had a bad moment. And this time, with the help of a life coach, they were going to redeem themselves and put themselves in a more positive light and focus on their business and all that. But it's turned out that's not what it was at all. Now, the BGC Redemption cast features some of our favorites like Danny, Rocky, Jada, Red, Natalie, Julie, Sarah, Judy, and Camilla.
So, fun fact, Tiara from BGC7, she was asked to submit an audition video and go through the application process, but she leaked the contract, so they ended up putting her on the show. It was like, girl, why you leak that contract? And other previous BGC alum, they did apply for the show and go through the application process. I remember seeing all their audition videos on YouTube, such as Janelle from BGC11, Megan from BGC9, I believe Kristen from BGC5, but they was not selected for this cast.
Now, what's interesting to note is that Jada and Red was put on this season, but their season had just aired like not too long ago. Also, this first time they had like 9 people on the cast. Now, this season, it just kind of was like I felt like it had good intention, it just didn't get the job done at all because all these people had high egos, or not even high egos, they just kind of realized it wasn't what it was. People got sent home, the storyline got twisted and moved, and they only wanted to bring in a replacement from other previous casts, so they brought in Rima, but it didn't really do much. They also wanted to bring in Gia from BGC8, but they wanted her to do, allegedly, they wanted her to do this storyline like she was an alcoholic, and she said, no, I don't want to do that, so she didn't come on the show. And Erica from BGC8 was also rumored to be a replacement, but I feel like this season really had potential. It's just, I don't know what happened. I don't know what got lost in the shuffle, but it was a police report that was filed of Natalie suing Red. That was that opening fight. Rocky and Natalie got into it, and Red jumped in, and then she took a chunk out of Natalie.
You want to see a magic show? I can make this whole house go upside down just like...
Plus, this season had like a billion different storylines. First, we started off with the Natalie is using Judy storyline, and the house couldn't stand Natalie. After that whole fight, and Natalie and Red left the house, we get into this Judy and Sarah versus the house storyline. Then Judy had to get sent home because she said she was gonna put the house up in arson.
I hope all you bitches die.
Oh, wow, that's very mean.
I don't care. I hope you die. If you died, I will dance on your grave.
You're horrible. You're the devil.
I don't give a... I'll be the devil. You ain't saying nothing yet. The mother Antichrist is in this bitch. I will commit and this house will be up and...
I know, it's funny Jada saying she didn't want to get into an altercation because she did get into an altercation with Sarah this season, but productions edited it out because I think it's important to know that even though this was a redemption for the cast, the girls, it was also redemption for BGC as well because they was trying to show like sponsors and people, hey, we could be good, we could do some stuff beneficial as well because people was, like I said, looking at them sideways. And don't quote me, but I believe that they was told if they didn't get into an altercation this season, they would get paid more or something along the lines they didn't want them to fight as much this season.
But yeah, that was the season. This is also when Natalie announced her first pregnancy, but I kind of don't like to talk about that because regardless if you like or dislike Natalie, she did suffer a miscarriage, and I just feel like that's a sensitive topic, so we're just not going to talk about that. Now, it is interesting to note that production has stated that BGC 13 was supposed to be the final season of Bad Girls Club, hence why at the end of the reunion, we didn't get a trailer. Now, it's a tradition that at the end of all the reunions, we get the trailer, a sneak peek of the following season, but we didn't get that. This time, they just hugged. So people was like, BGC is no more. But surprisingly enough, August 11, 2015, they was like, you know what? We're gonna do one more season. Let's just get the ball going. It's too early to stop this. And I felt like they should have just stopped while they was ahead because this was the season that ultimately put the nail in the coffin of Bad Girls Club. And that is the season of BGC 14. Now, I will say it's important to know they didn't have the budget to go to different cities like they used to. So they just went back to Los Angeles and they did the shows in LA. Season 14, it had the cast of the people we know today. The Claremont twins, Jayla. Jayla was my favorite at the time. I was in high school. My first car name was Jayla Mina. But also like Kat, Lauren, Tina, Jasmine. And from this era, I like to call this era the low budget era because it wasn't getting the same amount of treatment as it used to. BGC used to have these little promos, these little commercials, just something. They didn't have none of that these next couple of seasons because the production value was going down, and I'm going to explain why. Now, the only thing that you have to know from this season is that these girls on the cast did the most hateful, resentful, vilest action ever done in BGC history. I thought the twins had it the worst, but this set of twins and Jayla, they got it the hardest. It's one thing to throw somebody's bed in the pool. It's one thing to maybe throw their stuff overboard. But these girls took their jealousy and hatred, regardless of how you feel about the Claremont twins and Jayla, these girls took their jealousy and hatred that they had harbored up and they ruined all of their stuff. I'm talking about the TV version pissed me off because it did not show how cruel these girls were. Granted, okay, nobody on that cast was perfect, but I think the most confusing aspect of it, it really wasn't a tipping point to cause all of this. You know, the girls left them. It's kind of like if y'all really wanted to, y'all could have got on that bus and found the way to the club. They ruined their stuff, ripped their stuff, put juice and paint paint and stuff all over their clothes. Mind you, Jayla at the time was only wearing all white. Took turns bending over in a tub, peeing in their stuff, putting vinegar, condiments. It was a mess. They literally ruined their stuff.
You just mad because your body is a mess.
Normally, we like to take our time getting dressed, and we're always the last ones ready. But not tonight. We have a trick up our sleeve.
They're coming. Get in the car. Get in the van. Get in the van. Oh, hell no.
That's okay. I don't want to ride with them. We'll take a cab.
I don't hear nothing. Any questions tonight? Didn't think so.
My plan is, this is what you have to understand. It's wartime.
It's wartime.
So guess what? I'm not going any motherwhere because guess what? I'm about to get paid. When they come home, all their will be lined up outside of the. I'm so over y'all thinking that y'all could pull stuff like that and be untouchable. So guess what? This is wartime. They want war. Let's give it to them.
Y'all hoes want to play? We sending you dead home. You're going home, bitch. We'll be waiting for you at the door. At the door.
Who is that? Oh my God, that's our stuff. Y'all, you be kidding me?
Everybody line up. Line up.
Y'all, these are my clothes. No. Okay. We can play that game. Really? So that's how you guys feel? You guys came in and poured half our. You guys want to throw that out? She already hit me. She's going home. Everybody knows
We're the real bad. You guys are sad girls.
a real bad throws hands.
I'm on cloud 9. Our plan was to hit you where it would hurt you the most. And it worked. I wasn't about to argue with them. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the show. Bathroomed up.
You're going to want to see the bathroom. We're setting a new standard of what it means to be a bad girl. I mean, we're really changing the game right now. Things that you guys even care about are now floating around in our beautiful stew of water and condiments. Because they just ruined everything that I own. If we don't get these hoes today, we'll get these hoes in 2 months. I will all your Is this Is that worth it? All my was ruined.
She can't even go to church if she wanted to. She ain't got to wear.
Exactly. Even if I wanted to get up and go to church in the morning.
To interject for a quick second, the reason why Jayla was so upset in that moment is because she had stated that Easter was the next day and she wanted to go to church. So that's why she was saying, even if I wanted to go to church for Easter the next day, y'all destroyed all my stuff. And as you can see, it was a mess. These girls was rightfully upset, as they should be. Now, a lot of people feel like in this scene right here, she had a knife. She didn't have a knife. She had a heel. But the TV version don't even represent how horrible of a situation it was. These are some of the behind the scenes footage that just shows how bad their stuff was truly destroyed. Then on top of that, they get sent home for the way they reacted to this situation.
Damaged purses. They're over $4,000 each.
Because of you guys threatening the other roommates and threatening the
Right.
like you guys are off the show.
We're
Of course. So your suitcases,
I knew
you guys
that.
can pack your things.
Absolutely.
And you guys will be going home.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, crazy, right? But I remember watching it in real time. It had mixed reactions. Some people felt like that was foul, and some people felt like, well, this is you guys' karma, and this is what will humble y'all based on your previous actions throughout the season. Because like I stated earlier, nobody on this show was an angel.
Is it a doo-doo mask? Bitch, I don't care. I can look better than you and wear my T-Rex. Wear your T-Rex. I have a mask on and still look better than you. Look at you. I'm going
I had to put one of the girls out of the house today.
Oh, don't do nobody like that, Jay.
It's too late.
Oh my gosh, this bitch is crazy. I was not expecting. Time to go home, Tina. What?
That was mean.
It was.
You got your ass whooped. No, that's what happened. No, you got your ass whooped because you don't know how to control your mouth.
Say goodbye to your bed and hello to the embarrassment. Deodorant powder.
So I'll let you be the judge of that. Now, to be fair, the Tina situation, Jayla said production told her to do that, and that was just a production setup. But after Jayla and the twins left, they did bring in 3 new replacements. But what they didn't show you about the replacements, they had to go to a hospital because they was breaking out in hives, allegedly. But they was breaking out in hives from sleeping in the beds that the girls and them peed on, and the productions didn't clean up the bed and stuff like that. So yeah, it was just a mess.
Now, the twins did not show up to the reunion. The twins was apparently banned from the reunion.
So what the Claremont twins did post as to why they wouldn't go to the reunion, it said, we did not attend the reunion because production did not want us to physically be there because we were too much of a liability because of what happened the night we left. They said they would do a pre-recording of us to show, which we denied because we did not want them to edit what we said. For us, it was either you let us attend or nothing at all. They even tried to record us on the phone and secretly record us at their office in NYC. They choose to not let us go. It's not our fault. They are trying to make it seem like we were invited to go, but we weren't. Thank you for the love and support. Now, it is interesting to note that because at the reunion, Tanisha, who was the host, she got into it with one of the BGC cast members, Allie, because of how they treated the whole twins not showing up to the reunion.
Jayla did show up to the reunion and she talked about everything that happened. But you wanna know why I say this was the final nail in the coffin for Bad Girls Club? It's because as you noticed, we've talked about the rise, the peak, the downfall. Well, Danny revealed a long time ago on a podcast, which did the Swallow podcast, that a lot of these girls, if you're done wrong on reality TV, if you're done wrong by the network, you have the option to sue. Now through NDAs or just other legal stuff, you know, sometimes you can't talk about it, but Danny said what they would do because they gave them the option, hey, after they got jumped, if you guys want to sue, you can. But Danny said what they would do stuff like, I mean, you could sue, but you'll be blackballed in the industry. Nobody would want to work with you. You'll be difficult to work with. And if you're telling that to young, impressionable 21, 22-year-olds who has dreams of being a reality star, they're probably just going to take it to the chin and to be like, it is what it is. But a couple of them girls going to be like, F it, and they going to go with it, and they going to sue. Jayla said that after all that happened, that she got the twins, and we was like, we need to put a lawsuit together, and we need to press forward with charge because this is just inexcusable. And that's what she did. She revealed on the Swallow podcast that was like the last straw.
And when we sat back and looked at everything that they did to us, we knew that they had done us wrong on purpose, and our stuff was way too expensive for us to just take an L and go home.
Right.
We didn't make enough money on a weekly basis to take an L and be able to replace the stuff that we came with and be okay.
Right.
And so, you know, I told the twins, I was like, we need to find a lawyer before we leave LA. They got us in this hotel for the next couple of days. We need to find a lawyer. We need to do our due diligence, and we need to sue the out of them before we leave LA, or at least get the process started, because
then it's just gonna like die out.
Right, because they did us wrong. And we're not finna lay down and accept this like everybody else has in the past.
Right, like me and Gabby,
right,
and so many others.
We were the first girls as a collective,
right,
to file a lawsuit, right, against the production company.
But then after you guys did that, it was like this whirlwind of just bad girls.
Like, oh fuck, let me get my money too.
Yeah, Bad Girls just came out of the cut, and I think they had like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
No, actually, you weren't the first Bad Girl.
No, we weren't the first, but I think that we were the
Kristen, Miami,
really?
First Bad Girl. I think supposedly she settled for like a couple mil.
Shut the fuck up.
But to contradict that just a tad bit, Jayla did host a Making It to the Mansion episode for season 15 with Camilla. It was 4 hosts, 2 separate green screens. Jayla and Camilla in one screen, Blue from BGC 12 and Jasmine from BGC 14 in another screen. So it's kind of like if you was on the network and it was that much bad blood, why would they invite you to come back and host it? But Put a pin in that, because we about to talk about BGC 15 in a second.
Because if you notice, the production had plateaued. It wasn't being promoted. It wasn't being talked about. It wasn't getting commercial time. It wasn't getting airtime. Like, so much so when the twins and Jayla left, the hashtag season finale was trending. But if that wasn't bad enough, production still was like, let's keep going. And they kept doing a whole bunch of theme-based seasons. Like, it wasn't really just BGC. It was like BGC with something attached to it. BGC 14 was BGC back for more. BGC 15, what we're gonna talk about, was the Twisted Sister season. Like I stated, Danny and Gabby was literally the staple of like twin and sister coming up on the show, so they dedicated a whole season to them. But what's crazy to know, half these girls weren't even sisters. Okay, I'm jumping ahead. Let's talk about the girls that was on the cast. We had 4 sets of sisters. You had the twin sister, Jessica and Anna. You had sisters that couldn't stand each other, Angela and Christina.
You talked mommy into the divorce. You're so selfish and small-minded. You're a piece of Christina. You're garbage.
You had the sisters whose story was sketchy a little bit, Asia and Amber, but nobody batted an eye, and turned to find out they was cousins, but it was never revealed on the show.
I found out that I had a sister when I was 15 years old. My mother is Haitian and my father is from Barbados.
My mother is from St. Thomas and then Barbados.
Yeah, I'm the side chick's daughter. My auntie Jo, she's like, I got somebody I want you to meet. I see this girl. And I did not like her.
And then you had the sisters who were not even sisters, but was exes, Diamond and Olivia.
This is my ex.
Now, I have a theory. I can't prove it, but I still to this day, I feel like production knew that Diamond and Olivia were faking it, because out of all, you mean to tell me out of all this background, out of all of the interviews and stuff that you guys do on these girls, you mean to tell me that y'all didn't catch this and they just having to slip through the cracks and be on the show? No, production was like, we're gonna just go and embarrass these girls. If y'all wanna think y'all gonna pull one over on us, we're gonna embarrass y'all by giving y'all a bad edit. And then Olivia already added nail to the call because she went on that show lying, talking about she thought she had cancer. And before you be like, no, when she got drunk, she said, they said you have stage 3 cancer.
I went to the hospital and they were like, "Go, you have stage 3 cervical cancer." And I'm like, I'm just scared because it's like, my mother died from cancer. Why me?
And turns to find out, no, baby, that's not what they said.
So we have an update about your health. You don't have cancer, you never had cancer.
But if that previous situation from last season didn't put the nail in the coffin, this situation right here was. That's how we get to the whole ghost twin situation. So let's talk about it. So the girls then kicked the twins, Anna and the other girl, out of the house. These 2 girls was coming into the house, but already was making headlines around the world because they was known as sisters who was marrying the same man. And the cast on the show didn't feel like they fit the aesthetic. And they was like, we don't want girls to look up the show and they think that we're associated with that. So they made this plan. When the girls walk into the house, in which production knew, they were gonna prank the girl with this booby trap. They had all this stuff set up. They had on war time, like they was about to go to war, and they dumped flour on the girls. And the reason why I know production knew this, because you mean to tell me out of all the girls, these the girls that y'all decide y'all want to handcuff and walk into the house in a crazy certain way. So as they're handcuffed and walking to the house, they're just getting bamboozled by these other girls, flour, and they fight.
It's straight up World War III in this.
I can't believe those crazy
mess, but the girls, they had like a heart condition, and they are the quickest people to ever be on the show because they was literally there for like 4 minutes. But yeah, they had a heart condition. They had to go to the hospital. And it's also stated that when they was in the hotel room that they was trapped there, like they could not contact people because, you know, they take their phone. When you film bad girl, they give you your phone. It was just a mess. And they also sued the production company, allegedly, and they feel like it was a setup by the production for ratings. Said that they had concussions and injuries, allegedly. But that's how we also got to replacements, because Jamie and Jazz always said they felt like they replaced nobody. Now y'all replaced the Ghost Twins. Jamie and Jazz and the Millionaires was the next set of replacement that was on the show.
To elaborate more, instead of having one pair of sister replace another pair of sister, they had Jamie and Jazz replace one of the Ghost Twins, Millionaires replaced the other twin. Also, it was said that the Millionaires was brought onto the show to try to bring more viewers, because, baby, you better ask about the Millionaires back in the day. I kid you not, they are literally one of the trendsetters when it comes to this MySpace, TikTok, trendy type of music. I didn't even know this information until I saw a deep dive on them. Oh yes, they do have a fandom, so Put some respect on the millionaires now. Also got replacements Hanan and Suha. Fun fact, Angela never went home after throwing that glass and hitting Hanan in the face. She got sent to a hotel because the producers wanted to finish off their storyline between her and her sister Christina. So she was on Skype the rest of the season in the hotel. After that season, her and her sister wasn't even on talking terms. They did a YouTube video together, but I don't think they're on talking terms now. But Angela's one of the first bad girls, I believe, to make the full transition from BGC to MTV. She was on The Challenge and season 1 and 2 of X on the Beach. She was on X on the Beach season 2 with Janelle, and fun fact, this is how we get our first BGC related fight after the BGC franchise had ended. This series was successful. I'm gonna have to go back and talk about some of these MTV shows like X on the Beach, because that was a key.
After that, they didn't even have the budget for no more making it to the mansions. It was just, here they go. This is the people that's coming. So after BGC 15, that's how we got introduced to BGC 16, the social disruption season. This was supposed to be the social media people. This was supposed to be the season full of IG comedians, but the IG comedians was like, nah, y'all got me messed up. They didn't do it, so they had to just get girls that had 4,000 followers. But this is how we get introduced to girls like Dream Doll, Winter, Bernicia, Haley, Z, Persuasion, who was on Baddie South, and Adriana. And you might know some of the replacements like Stephanie, Candy, Cabrina, Tiara. Like I stated, by this point the season was But it did have some moments that we still talk about to this day, such as Kaylee getting bullied and getting tag teamed by Dream Doll and Winter.
What time is it? Moving day! You've been chosen as the first victim. No, hell no. You've been chosen. You lying. You've been chosen. You've been hell no. Hell no. You've been chosen. No. No. You've been chosen. No. 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 Ma, you got to go. No. Come on. Let me get my own. We live. We live. Come on, baby. Wake up. Time to go home. Yo, they go. How long here, baby? Come on. Let's go. We going. I just want you to be good. Just go pee. I'm not going anywhere. You gotta go. Why not? You gotta go. Why are you here? You're not a bad. You're not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna fight y'all. What is this? Kaylee, come on. Come on, let's go. It's time. It's your time. Quit acting like a crybaby, dude. Quit acting like I'm crying right now. I'm here. Does your foot hurt? Does your foot hurt?
Persuasion getting at Winter for being a bully, you know, but you sleep.
I am not here for that. I am. Okay. I am. Okay. I am. Okay. Go. Don't ever put your finger in my mouth.
Candy and Bernicia from Lovers to Foe, whole thing.
Let me just tell you this, and we're gonna be done with it.
I've been done with
The
it.
next time your mama threaten me, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I promise you that.
I'm about to keep doing this with you. Okay, so come around. I'm not about to keep doing this with you. Like, I'm not about to keep doing this with you. You never do it. You're Candace, I don't give a f*** about Jordan Steele. We go. Twin gorillas. I don't care. She wanna get back.
Adrian and Tanisha getting into it at the reunion.
You allowed to think you're better than me? No, that's understandable. Really? No, I'm not allowed to. That's a mentality you want to walk around with. You're not allowed to. No. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you need to wake up. You're lost. I'm awake. No, you're not. You need to wake up. You're allowed to have your opinion. Okay, and I have mine. I'm hosting the show. That's right. Dab on that. That's right. First of all, Adrian, calm down. No, you calm down. Why are you standing up? Cause you right at me. I'm right at you? Yeah. I'm sitting, okay? Adrian. But the words is hitting me. You like. Why? I don't know. I'm allowed to feel however way. Of course, but you standing up, baby. Okay. Why are you standing up? I'm not standing up. I feel threatened. Okay. Cause you standing up. Just let me know. Adrian. Tanisha. I don't know you from nowhere, my. Why are you standing up? I ain't standing up. Well, why? For what? Oh, let me know. What? That's all I know. What? What you standing up for? My stage. Get the off my stage. Cause you tried me. You disrespectful ass. Why you didn't keep that energy when I was right there? You didn't keep that energy. Adrian. You didn't keep that energy. You want to see what I'm going to you by. That's all the camera time you get, hoe.
Fun fact, we got a co-host this time around, which is the first, and that co-host just so happened to be Erica Mena. Rumor has it they didn't know if Tanisha was gonna come back and host a reunion or not. So they kept saying Erica Mena was gonna be the new reunion host, but nah, Erica was just there for the co-host. Also, Laura wasn't back for season 16. I guess they didn't have the budget for her no more.
Yeah, it was a season. It wasn't that bad though. It just was. And that's how we finally get to our last season, BGC 17. East meets West. This season aired in 2017, and by this time the budget was in the ground. They didn't even have these girls in the mansion. They stayed in the loft. It was supposed to be like real world style, but it was no. So this season the cast was the Shayla, Fran, Key Marie, Kiki, Sayora, Seven, Susan, and then Bree, who was on Baddie South.
Good night.
That's fine. I'm not about to keep barking at a bitch who ain't about to do nothing.
Anyway, just mad because you was a stripper that thought you was gonna get wifed and didn't. Psych. That's fine. I'll be a stripper because I make way more money than you. Buy your life. Good night.
You trying to get down or you just trying to run your mouth?
You the one that came here.
You trying to get down or you just trying to run your mouth?
You got a problem, then
You trying to get down or you just trying to run your mouth? Oh, you just trying to run your mouth?
I remember at this season, that's when Tanisha did this live. She was like, hey, y'all, I don't think they're coming back for another season. Folks was like, nah. We used to get them rumors all the time. This time it was like, nah, it's real, it's a wrap. And that was the last season. It really wasn't much to talk about. Now, if they were gonna do a BGC 18, it was supposed to be a Southern season. It was gonna be casting girls from the South, but a council, they shut off all casting, and that was the, unfortunately, end of Bad Girls Club. So Bad Girls Club run was from 2006 to 2017.
Oh, I love the Bad Girls Club. This is the tea I needed.
Whether we liked or disliked some of these girls, the Bad Girls Club impact is still relevant to this day. You may watch Baddies or Now That's TV, but Bad Girls Club was really the originator for these type of reality shows. And although the fights was iconic, we also got the chance to see numerous of young girls in their 20s explore themselves on national television. Some we grew to love, some we grew to hate, some are unfortunately no longer with us. And I just want to say rest in peace to Whitney from season 3, Mimi from season 8, Lindsay from season 12, and DeShayla from season 17. No matter what, Bad Girls Club will forever have a special place in our heart. And it's an experience that's going to be cherished forever on all ends. To all that watch, thank you for being a part of this deep dive journey. I hope you enjoyed, and remember, a bad girl is you.
A bad girl is me.